Yep.
All right, everybody. It is draft time, or it's almost draft time. So
Yep.
I think we've got a lot to look at as far as who can maybe help us out on the orange and brown. So I thought it'd be fun. We can just grab a guy that we think might work for the Browns and might be available.
You could grab a guy.
Yeah, thank you,
I'm just
Dale.
gonna talk about one.
Yeah, how about us talk about it as well? Anyway, so I think, Dale, since you're being a complete ass, I think I'll just send it over
That's
to
the
you.
way it goes, huh? Awesome. I'll take this first. We got a couple areas we need to work on. I think wide receiver is a big area that we need to work, but I would like to see us sign a veteran through free agency. So I'm going to go to the defensive end of the ball, and I'm looking at number 90, defensive end out of Auburn, Nick Fairley. Okay, this guy is an animal. 6'4", 291 pounds. We're switching to a 4-3 this year, which is really good. I'm a huge fan of the 4-3. I like the idea of making that defensive wall 4 guys long instead of just 3, and then using your linebackers to fill those gaps and stop the run. So if we're going to go into the 4-3, this guy is quick off the snap. He draws extra attention. You know, he'll help open up the gap for other guys, and he's vicious. He's a hard-nosed football player. He wants to hurt you. He'll help us strike fear into the opposing teams, kind of like that Ray Lewis factor, just that guy, that fear. That's huge. 2011 BCS National Championship versus Oregon. He showed up on the big stage. He led their D. 5 tackles, 3 for a loss, a sack, a forced fumble. He's a Lombardi Award winner, and I'd love to see him come rip some heads off of some running backs in some brown and orange. So.
Nice compliment to Trauma Award there, with on defense. Plus, there's a few other hard hitters. So
yeah, definitely.
I can see it.
We need to be in our division. We need to play hard-nosed football. We need those guys that are going to ground and pound you, look to leave you on the ground. Nick Fairley, baby.
There you go. Mr. Finnegan, what do you think, man? What do you think? We get the draft coming up?
I'm agreeing with Dale here. I think we definitely do not draft a wide receiver. We get somebody, a veteran off free agency, because that's really all we're missing is that leadership role in our wideouts and all that. Especially going to a West Coast offense. The veteran wide receiver is really going to help us out a lot.
Yep.
So I'm actually going to go to defense. And I think since we've all known, everybody knows our hatred for Eric Wright. I think just get him the
Where is Ramon when you need him?
Where's the trash
Ramon
can?
hates Eric Wright.
I'm picking up his slack since he's not here.
Yeah.
This guy is out of LSU, Patrick Peterson. He's a cornerback, and he's going to be great on the opposite side of Joe Hayden. Plus we have T.J. Ward out there. I mean, I think this defense will be set. He actually, and not only is he a cornerback, he's actually this whole past year he's returned punts and kickoffs. Especially if we don't have, if Josh Cribbs gets injured, he's be a good go-to guy. He was ranked 4th in SEC in all-purpose yards, not even being on the offensive side of the ball. This is all just kickoffs and punt returns. Let's see here. He returned punts for 418 yards and 2 TDs all year. 29 kickoffs for 851 yards and a 30-yard average. Just kicking kickoffs. He has 104 solo tackles, 135 total tackles in just 3 years at LSU. So I think he'd be a nice asset against the other across the field from Joe Hayden. So Patrick Peterson, LSU, that's my goal.
Yeah, I mean it's a nice thought because Hayden has shown that he really can be the guy that we're looking for, the guy that we've been hoping to get for quite a while.
Yep.
I like that. That's a good thought. We're all thinking defense.
Thanks, Mike.
Yep. How about you, Mike? You think we need D?
You know what? I would love to see a wide receiver pick. I would love to see that number 1 receiver pick, but A.J. Green's not going to be there when they pick at 6. So, I got to go defense outside of wide receiver. And Marcel Darius. Now, I know probably he'll go earlier. There's a good chance he will go earlier. But if you look down at the teams, just because he's probably one of the best players on the board doesn't mean he necessarily goes earlier if the teams don't need him.
Right.
Buffalo is a place where he could end up. But Buffalo, I don't think they're really content with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Now, he's been a capable quarterback, a serviceable quarterback, but I think they're at a point where they really want to take that next step, and they're not going to do it with Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah,
so
they're going to take Cam Newton.
Yeah, Cam Newton. There's a few other quarterbacks they might target. Cam Newton's a perfect fit for them, really. And that leaves Marcel Darius probably available for the Browns, and he's an impact player, and they need that guy on the line. Sean Rogers is gone, and Sean Rogers was going to be our guy. Sean Rogers was the guy that could penetrate that offensive line, make the holes, make it happen, and he never had any backup, so he's all by himself. It is a weak line, and now it's an even weaker line. Throw this guy on there. 6'3", 306 pounds, bigger than Fairley, and a little more athletic. Not maybe he's vicious,
right,
but athletic. And he's definitely an impact player. He's not flashy. He pretty much goes straight forward. And he's, all just a downhill guy and try to run through people. But he's able to do it. He's got the size to do it right out of the box. And I think the fact that he's played a 4-3 the entire time that he's been in Alabama probably plays well for him as well. So I think it'd be a good pick. And I think that if A.J. Green's there, forget everything we said, grab that receiver and run with it.
Hey, what's up, all you GDB fans? Welcome to another edition of the Weekly Update. DST here with you, breaking those stories that don't quite make the couch, but are still worth a little honorable mention. So let's jump right into it, shall we? NFL time is here. Combine is going on strong. A lot of these young guys are out there trying to prove their worth a shot for an NFL roster spot. So these guys are out there battling. We had 2 records broken this week. First one, Stephen Payee, defensive tackle from Oregon State. Now, they benched 225. He put it up a record 49 times. Okay? Now, that's going to put him on this list right here with these 9 other guys. Unfortunately, there's not one Pro Bowler on there. So don't know if he's going to be anything special, but he's definitely a monster. 225 pounds, 49 times. That'll get you on the Weekly Update. All right, now we got strength. Let's look at the brains part of it, okay? Quarterback Greg McElroy from Alabama might be too smart for the NFL. He nearly aced the Wonderlic test, put up a 48 out of 50. The highest other score ever recorded was a 46. League average is only 25, so he could probably get a job doing something else besides playing football, but it always helps to have a smart guy back there throwing the ball for you instead of some stupid quarterback. So big props to Greg McElroy. It'd be interesting to see if he can turn those brains into an NFL career. All right, NASCAR back in action. Daytona 500 wrapped up last week. Big props to Trevor Bayne, becoming the youngest NASCAR driver ever to win the Daytona 500. He did it at age 20. Rumor has it he's looking for some sponsorships, so I don't know, maybe a GDB car? Possibly. Trevor Bayne, we're going to hit your people up. We'll see what we can do. Funny story out of L.A., Clippers owner Donald Sterling needs to brush up on his history a little bit, I think. You can ask any 7th grader across the nation, and he'll tell you that February is Black History Month, but apparently Donald Sterling didn't get that memo. They're celebrating Black History Month on Friday, March the 3rd, for whatever reason. Probably Martin Luther King rolling over in his grave. I thought that was pretty fun. And finally, everything you had would it take to be the voice of a Major League Baseball team? Well, the Chicago Cubs are looking for you. They're holding open auditions to be the new voice of the Chicago Cubs. You can send your videos directly to Wrigley Field. They're holding votes on ChicagoCubs.com, and you can have your say-so in the next voice of the Cubbies. No, it don't mean much for us Indians fans, but I thought it would be at least worth a laugh that I cast my vote for Harry Carey impersonator Will Ferrell. That's right. Put the glasses back on, go have a couple Budweisers, and go out there and crack us all up as the new voice of the Cubbies. So just something to think about. If you guys catch any funny stories that catch you off guard, feel free to shoot them my way. I'll take a look at them. DST at GameDayBattle.com, and hopefully they're good enough to make the update. DST here with you. Thanks for checking us out. We'll see you guys next week. Back to the couches.
All right. Ready?
Ready.
Yeah. Break.
All right. Well, there is a small amount of time left, and our set's falling apart. Thank you. The raising the beer. It's one of my favorite segments, and we get to raise our beer, whatever's left of it, to whoever we think is cool. We hate. We can bitch about anything. We can go off on some politics. It really doesn't matter at this point because nobody cares. So I think this week, Brett, are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Can you do it? Are you up for it?
You can do it!
Yes.
Let's do it up, man.
right now?
No, we're gonna come back here tomorrow. Can you
Okay,
be ready by then?
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Oh, really? Right now?
You can
Okay.
start whenever.
Oh, I gotta figure his name out. Who's
Oh God, thanks for coming prepared.
No, it's in my. I just forgot his name right now. Hold on. Dale?
All right, well, I'm going to cover for Brett, get him off the hot seat. I raise my beer to what could be the greatest show ever on television.
GDB.
Nope, not Game Day Battle, which is number 2. Number 1 goes to Spartacus, Gods of the Arena, a show that you can catch on Stars On Demand, and it's just softcore porn meets hardcore violence. And if you want to see what real TV should look like, give me 10 seconds right now.
Massive warning,
Yeah.
graphic
Extreme
violence.
content. Wait, oh!
Oh! That's awesome.
That's just freaking
Oh, it ain't
hideous.
over yet.
What?
It ain't over yet.
Not?
Nope. Gamicus.
Oh.
That was on the season finale. Well, we get this cleaned up. Unfortunately, no new episodes till 2012, so at least you'll have GDB to watch every week.
We're not doing that, are we?
Spartacus, I raise my beer to you, Dalius of Brookparkia.
You know what? Should I even bother with the raising after that? I don't have any gory video or softcore porn.
That was epic.
That really was. All right,
In the stands.
they were.
There was even a little tit there if you caught that. You're welcome.
Oh, what does this show become? It was
good
once
time.
It was
That's
once,
what it's
it was
become,
once
a
a
good
mild-mannered show. So you know what? Let's make my raising really quick because it's just really pointless now compared to that. So
Sorry. Maybe I should have went last.
or should I just do mine to like, I don't know, Faces of Death maybe?
Awesome.
Debbie does Dallas,
Sweet. Watch them both at the same time.
side by side.
Tie you to a chair and force your eyelids open. What?
We are.
Is it okay that that's where I go? Right away?
You know, Sal is present. Do you want little Sal to be listening and seeing all this?
Sal's watching Spartacus.
He is.
Waxing some seal ass. That's what he's doing. Can we get a Roman helmet on Sal?
He's already helping another scene at this point.
Awesome.
I'm raising my beer to Dan Gilbert, the whole front office of the Cavs. Thanks for some excitement this week and for making me feel like we have a future. And that's it. That's all I got to say. Thanks. Anyway, guys, I got to go puke.
I'm going to raise my beer
Brett figured his out.
to Deshaun
lost your
Thomas
opportunity.
of the Ohio State Buckeyes, who scored 22 points against
Are
Indiana.
you sure? Do you want to look it up again?
Off the bench, 22 points. Way to go, Thomas. See you next game.
All right. Well, let's go watch some Spartacus.
Titties.
Man, Sal's really going at her. Dude, we got to...
Wax that 400-pound seal ass.
Wow.
Until
I
next
didn't think that was even possible.
I didn't know either. I mean, just the physics alone, I don't get it.
Sal must be hung
High
like a
five, Sal.
walrus.
Until next week, everybody.
Battle
Battle
on. Go Cavs. I love it. Good move. Just gonna go pick my jaw up off the ground.
That's just nasty. That's
God
just
damn,
downright
Sal's
nasty.
still going.
I taught him everything he knows. Not like that. Not like that. That is not what I meant.
That's a
There was
blooper reel
no
right there
seal
for it.
sex in the filming of this video.
Wow.